really struggled with that transition. So I went to another school, and that school basically, there was not a moment in the day where you weren't given something to do or you weren't doing something, and what they worked out was that I loved being physical. And so what they did was they used that to steer my behavior in many ways. I mean, that sounds manipulative. It wasn't at all. I'll give you a classic example. So I was really, really good at table football, and I loved table football. There was a table football machine, but I was the youngest kid in that group. We had 3 years that were allowed to play on this table football machine. And the rule was, if you could win, you stayed on the table football machine. And if I could get on the table, I could stay on all evening because I was pretty good at it. For some reason, my wrists do this funny thing. So I was pretty good. But because I was so young, if I stood at the front of the queue, all the older boys, because very few girls would get on it, would come in because they queue barged me because they were older than me. And I would just get further back. So there was not a chance I was ever going to get. But the school decided they were going to introduce this grade system. And the grade system was based on how hard you tried, not how successful you were. Really? And you'd get points on how hard you tried. So I worked out pretty quickly, if I wrote really neatly, colored everything in, I'd get really high effort grades. And the effort grades allowed you to leave homework. We had to, because it was boarding school, we had to go do homework in the evening. We were allowed to leave homework half an hour earlier than everybody else. No. And so by getting enough points, I could leave half an hour earlier. And because I was small and I was pretty quick, I could run out of the homework room into the room where the table football machine, get on the table football machine and stay on it all night because I could win. That was why I started working.
That is fantastic.
In a Game podcast, exclusive to YouTube.